Alright, so the smoke you see in this video is coming from this Bakor incense calm that I'm burning. That's all that's burning in here. So I wanted to share about what I see happening in 2020. And I wrote it down, so I'm going to read from this first and then I'm going to elaborate as I go. So as many already know, 2020 is a year for reaping because we already had our time to sow all of our seeds. And some of us have sown good seeds and some of us have sown bad seeds. So obviously those who have sown the good seeds, their harvest will be plentiful. And those who have sown seeds of discord and disharmony, their harvest will be unfruitful and they'll have to pay or take responsibility for their actions. That doesn't mean they're like gonna totally be destroyed or anything. I don't know all about that, but I know that it's a time that we have to take ownership of the actions that we have partaken in the past. So knowing this, it's important to use your words wisely, avoiding idle words. You know, a lot of times we speak idle words, even in our communication with friends. We might say, "Girl, you ugly," or you know, like, "Girl, you crusty." Like, you gotta. There's a level of knowing what's good, you know, what hurts someone and what doesn't. Those things may not hurt you and your friends. Like me and my friend, we might always call each other crusty forever, but that was just an example of like idle words. Sometimes we say, "I can't do this, I can't do that," and that's not necessarily true. You have to speak what you see coming into fruition in your life. So yeah, I know that for every action there's a fair and equal exchange. I've learned that on my journey that everything comes at a cost. Even when we're giving gifts, there's usually something that prompts the giver to give the gift. For instance, the Most High has given us life as a gift, and He knows before we were formed. But with that, He's given us, with the life that He's given us, He wants us to use our life to display that we honor Him through our actions, our words, our gifts, our talents, and just the way we treat people and how we treat ourselves, and whether or not we live in our lowest self or our highest self. And sometimes we have to live in that lowest self just to understand that we have a higher self. So yeah, going back to saying everything comes at a cost, it does. Like, it may not be monetary all the time, or the type of cost that you think is suitable, but there is always a fair exchange going on, in the universe and the world. You have to exchange something, like a mother giving birth to a new life. In a way, it kind of takes away from her own body to give what the baby needs, to spring from their life. So I'm not sure what others have felt in the atmosphere, but I personally have felt that there's a shift occurring and that the Most High is at work and He's rewarding His people right now. Like, last month, I was in the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, and I reflected back on the time when I was a little girl listening to India.Arie, because I used to listen to India.Arie and Lauryn Hill a lot as a little girl at like 7 years old. And she has this song called India Song, and every time I would sing it, I painted a picture in my head, visualizing like what she was talking about. And the lyrics that came to mind while I was in the Blue Mountains was, "I wanna go where the mountains are high enough to echo my song. I wanna go where the rivers run deep enough to drown my shame. I wanna go where the stars shine bright enough to show me the way. I wanna go where the wind calls my name." Okay, so yeah, it was, I wanna go where the mountains are high enough to echo my song. I wanna go where the rivers run deep enough to drown my shame. I wanna go where the stars shine bright enough to show me the way. And I wanna go where the wind calls my name. And I just thought that was so cool because I was in the Blue Mountains taking baths in the river every day, and it renewed me every morning that I bathed in that river and, you know, took a dive. Yeah, I did dive in a different part of the river. And the wind did call my name, and the stars did show me the way, and you know, it was like the whole mountain embraced me, and it was beautiful because I remembered I was a little girl singing this song, and now I get to see this manifest before my eyes. And that's just something that showed me that nobody could ever put the Most High in a box. You know, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, you can't encapsulate what the Most High is, and the Ruach, which is like a feminine principle of breath and air and wisdom, you know, that leads and guides us on our journey. You can't encapsulate that or say that it's this or that. It's personal. You know, the Most High has a personal relationship with each and every one of us. I'm not saying there isn't a standard that we follow, but people can't tell you about your experience. So yeah, right now I'm in the East, and even from this experience alone, I've learned how to lean on the Most High, because I had always dreamed of coming to the East, you know, the eastern part of the world. And just as I reflect, I'm just like, I never would have thought it manifested in the way that it did, especially also with the quickness. Like, it was effortless because it wasn't something I had to plan. It was something the Most High had planned for me already. And just even being here and seeing the way people live here, like it's like going into the ancient world. But there has been this like modern aspect of society that has seeped into it. But it's a cool mixture. It's cool to see the differences of how people live and the similarities that I see here with people who are, you know, at home in the West. So yeah, to reflect, my advice is to focus your energy on the Most High and gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the plans He has for your life, not the plans He has for her or his life. You know, you gotta focus on, what am I being told right now? And it's not hard to understand what you're being told. You can feel it right here in your gut. You know, it's like your intuition, your inner voice that is telling you, like, go left, don't go right, you know, or go right, don't go left. And the thing that He has planned for you will unveil in your life in the way that you never imagined. But you have to be willing to trust your source, you know, the Most High, our source. And you trust the Most High because the Most High oversees everything. We don't even know what will happen tomorrow, even though we've set our own plan, because we plan our own steps, but the Most High establishes our way. So take this time in your life to be very mindful of your words, intentions, and affirmations, and learn how to love and embrace the time you have here on earth. Live without fear and make your requests and your desires known to the Most High. Because I keep saying this, you don't know when it's your last day, and you don't know the impact that you have on other people's lives, and you don't know the impact you have in your own life when you just listen to what the Most High is telling you. It's important to think about how you can maximize your time here on earth and how you can be the manifestation of the Most High's glory in other people's lives. You know, in every situation, you should think in your head before you react. You should think, how can I demonstrate true love to this person? You know, even if it's something small, like someone annoying you or cutting you off or like, you know, criticizing you. How can you not respond with malice or evil intent and instead respond with love? You know, just to be that Torah or that manifestation of wisdom in someone else's life. How can you do that? You know, keep that in your mind, and the Most High will show you, you know, the benefit of doing that. So yeah, that's my piece. If anybody else has a piece they want to share, please leave it in the comments below. And like, share, subscribe if you like this video.